Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be my latest thrift store book haul, plus 2 books that I got from Amazon. I'm going to throw them in with this because I don't do that many book hauls, so I'm just going to put it all together, but the majority came from the thrift store. Doing the booktube-a-thon has put me in the mood for reading, and so I stopped at a thrift store that I like to go to. They have books, I think, for about $2 a piece. So I went in there to see if they had anything good this time, and I feel like I hit the jackpot. I'm really happy with what I got. Let's just jump into this. I'm super excited to show you guys. Okay, so since I was disappointed in the last thriller I read, Descent, I wanted to try other thrillers and see if I'll like those better. So this one is called Baby Doll by Holly Overton. I saw Boho Bookworm talking about this one recently and it sounded really good, so when I saw it at the thrift store for $2, I had to grab it. This is about a teenage girl who gets kidnapped and held captive for 8 years, and while she's being held captive, she ends up having a daughter. And apparently this book is about what happens after her and her daughter escape. I think this is going to be pretty good, and I'm looking forward to it. Next one I picked up is Dark Witch by Nora Roberts. This is a trilogy. I've heard of this. I remember seeing this in the bookstore when it came out a couple years ago, and I kept looking at it and looking at it because I think this cover is gorgeous. So yeah, for some reason I kept picking this up and putting it back down, and I never ended up buying it at the bookstore. But then when I saw it at the thrift store for $2, I thought, yep, now's the time. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna try it. So it's called Dark Witch, but when I read the inside flap, it doesn't sound like it's gonna be scary at all. It sounds more like a romance story set in Ireland. So yeah, I'm a little bit confused. I don't really know what this story is going to turn out to be like. I hope there is some witchiness going on because I do like reading about that sort of thing. But yeah, no matter what, it's beautiful. Next one I picked up is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. This I got on a whim. I don't read too many classics. I am a fan of Poe and of Charles Dickens, but I don't think I've ever read anything by Oscar Wilde, and I'm not really sure why I picked it up, but something told me to get it. Then I decided to look into it a little bit more after I bought it, and I read that it's gothic horror, or sort of like gothic horror, so that is super exciting to me because I really do love that genre. If any of you guys have read this, let me know if you think it's scary at all or not. Is this something I should read in October? I don't know. Alright, the next 2 I got kind of go together. I got some more thrillers. I'm kind of in that mood lately. I got In the Woods by Tana French. And this right here says it was an Edgar Award winner. And that sounds good to me because, like I just said, I love Edgar Allan Poe. I think this is a detective story about some kids that go missing in the woods. I believe this is also set in Ireland. Pretty sure. So yeah, I've seen this going around on BookTube for a while. I've heard a lot of people like it, so I really wanted to give it a try. And then next to it on the shelf, they had the likeness, and I think this goes along with In the Woods. I'm not really sure. I didn't want to read the back of this in case that gives away anything that happened in this book, so I have no idea what this book is about, but I think they're connected. Hopefully I like this one enough that I want to jump right into this one. We shall see. Then I picked up this one. This is Emmanuel's Veins by Ted Dekker. This was in the horror section. Apparently Ted Dekker writes a lot of horror type stories, and there were other books there by him, but this one, the cover, really kind of sold me. It's kind of beautiful, and when I read the inside cover, it makes it sound like this is kind of like a Dracula love story. In my opinion, Dracula is not a scary story, it is a romance. But yeah, this one sounded very similar to Dracula, so I think this is probably one that I will read in October around Halloween time. I don't know, I might do a little bit more research into it when I'm picking my TBR for Halloween type books. But yeah, this cover was really gorgeous, and Ted Dekker is supposed to be a really good author. I've never read anything by him before, but hopefully I'll like this. The next one I grabbed is Johanna Coble, The Necromancer by Jonathan L. Howard. I want to read the inside flap of this one to you guys because this sounds too good to be true. This book sounds so freaking amazing to me. Johanna Coble, a brilliant scientist and notorious snob, is single-mindedly obsessed in heart and soul with raising the dead. Well, perhaps not soul, He hastily sold his soul years ago in order to learn the laws of necromancy, but now tormented by a dark secret, he travels to the fiery pits of hell to retrieve it. Satan, who is incredibly bored these days, proposes a little wager. Johannes has 1 year to persuade 100 people to sign over their souls, or he will be damned forever. To make the bet even more interesting, Satan throws in that diabolical engine of deceit, seduction, and corruption known as a traveling circus, to aid in the evil bidding. What better place exists to rob poor, sad saps of their souls than the traveling carnivals historically run by hucksters and legendary con men? Like, what? This sounds so good to me. And here is a book that I got off of Amazon. This wasn't from the thrift store. This is My Best Friend's Exorcism. It's about best friends who go skinny dipping, and one of them becomes possessed, I believe, and the other one has to basically save her friend. So yeah, I am super excited about reading this book. I cannot wait to jump into this one. I definitely think I'm gonna save this one for Halloween time though, because yeah, it really does not get much better than this. And the last book was another one that I got from Amazon, and stupidly I left it downstairs. I was just finished reading it and I forgot to bring it out with me. That one is Big Little Lies. I'm going to make a separate video for that book because it deserves its own video, and there's a whole lot in there that I want to talk about and discuss. So yeah, Big Little Lies, man. That was a good book. But anyway, that is my haul. I think I did really good. I was kind of mad though because I ordered Big Little Lies off of Amazon. I've been wanting to read it for a really long time. I know the TV show has been out for a while, and I've been wanting to watch the TV show, but I don't want to watch the show until I've read the book. So I just bit the bullet and bought the book. And then the next day when I was at the thrift store, they had that book there for $2, and I paid full price on Amazon, so I was really pissed. But otherwise, I did really good at the thrift store because each one of these was only $2. Well, except for this one. I don't know how much this was, probably about 12 bucks. But typically I do get the majority of my books from the thrift store. So yeah, I am really thrifty, and I do not like paying full price for anything. And that's the way to go, man. So anyway, I'm definitely trying to get better with actually filming, because now that I'm back into reading again, I want to be more active in BookTube and making more videos. I've been watching a lot of people's videos and I comment on videos and stuff. I just haven't been filming very much lately. Definitely going to be working on that. So if you're still here, you're still watching, thank you so much for watching this video and checking out my channel, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you guys soon.